This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. The brand that produces luxury products is, in reality, strongly related to it. As a result, receiving the luxury seal is not something you simply get, but it's something you have to work for. The most renowned, well-known, and acknowledged luxury watch companies have devoted a lot of time and effort to achieving a luxurious position. And to achieve this, they have concentrated on creating high-quality, unique timepieces using premium materials and paying close attention to every detail. One of the most prominent luxury watch companies in the world is Rolex. But not many people know that Rolex was not always a luxury brand. In the beginning, Rolex produced useful and utilitarian clocks that were intended to be tools rather than indulgences. Yet, Rolex changed its production, marketing, and manufacturing throughout its history to build a reputation for luxury and produce goods that people saw as luxurious. As a well-established brand for luxury, Rolex has also established a good reputation in the watch market. Many enthusiasts are always looking forward to every movement and change that is happening within Rolex, especially the Rolex pricing. People in the watch community have always been curious about what is happening with the Rolex market and what is happening with the current prices on some of their top watch models and references. So for today's video brought to you by The Luxury World, we will be discussing the current Rolex market as we believe that knowledge is essential to keep you informed about the watch market. If you still have not subscribed to our channel, make sure to do it now so you can stay updated on our future videos. Not only are luxury timepieces a source of passion, but they may also be a secure investment. Patience is one of the most important keys to success in making luxury watch collections as a hobby and a passion. The manufacturing of merchandise and the purchase of new timepieces represent significant capital investment that can take several years to fully pay off in terms of returns. Each Rolex watch is regarded by many as a masterpiece of artisanship and is synonymous with great performance and grandeur. Its classic designs are coveted by many people all over the world. Rolex watches are rare because of their high market value as well. Market value is worth what the financial community has given to a product. Over the past few years, the market value of Rolex watches has surged as a result of a limited new supply, driving up the prices of secondary models. In the second-hand watch market, supply and demand determine the prices. Given that they would advertise their stainless steel sports watches for much more than the recommended retail price if 80s were permitted, authorized Rolex retailers' required recommended retail prices are quite an interesting thing in the world of retail. What has happened so far is expected. We have returned to the situation from a year ago. As you are all aware, we have reached an absurd point, as watches concerned had a truly outrageous price that was in no way justifiable. And there were unquestionably many benefits for both the watch dealers as well as the speculators. But in the end, it was negative for the overall watch market. Instead, let us consider the advantages of this. The speculators are going away. These are the folks who bought a watch today for say 10,000 euros and then sold it the next day for 20,000 euros to those who purchased the watches at retail price and then went to the gray market dealer to sell them. Since the market price is lower than previously, this is still happening, but with less effort. For the sports stainless steel versions, the value has dropped by at least 5,000 euros, though some have dropped by much more. For instance, the Sarachrom Daytona, which is stainless steel, reached 50,000 euros for the white version dial. Simply put, it's not conceivable. Therefore, another advantage is that we are finally getting rid of the bogus dealers now that everyone is a watch dealer. Several watch enthusiasts who started as private collectors then suddenly turned into dealers since they could make a lot of money quickly. As a result, they accumulated sizable collections and simply began to sell their watches. If you want to sell watches with integrity, you need to have experience. Knowledge is required since it's a rule that you must know what you are talking about and what you are selling. Collectors are also getting a little wary of going to authorized dealers and coming up empty-handed. Even a regular Datejust or an Oyster Perpetual, which are Rolex's entry-level watches, became holy grails, making them impossible to obtain. Nevertheless, the present market indicates that this is still taking place. A Datejust is now more affordable priced than it was previously. It was once a kind of challenge that many dealers appeared in the market, but finally, they are now disappearing, so the safety situation is back. When it comes to buying watches from gray market dealers, the speculators should have avoided going to an official Rolex retailer and then reselling the watch the same day because it's unfair to many collectors. They are waiting for their dream watch patiently, but they cannot have one because of the proliferation of the gray market. Some people pay much more to own a watch quickly, but it also contributes to the fact that Rolex market prices were also affected by this event. It's just sad to see how easy the profit was for some people, but we still hope that it comes back to a more strict watch market only for true professionals and collectors. Yes, everyone is entitled to invest in Rolex watches, but to invest in Rolex, you must acquire knowledge by reading. So pick up a book and learn about the illustrious histories of these timepieces. You might already know that it's one of the most durable and robust watches on the market. You'll never see a Rolex television commercial or billboard, since effective marketing primarily relies on understanding your customer and where to find them. Instead, the company partners with renowned and well-known celebrities and never holds sales or offers discounts, which gives the impression that owning a Rolex is the pinnacle of success and status and is something that many people continue to strive for. Rolex has an outstanding history built of major accomplishments, making it extremely intriguing to learn all about it to grasp which you use the watch every day for anything. You should also become aware of the models you should purchase and those you want to collect. Another piece of advice for some people who are new to this hobby is to collect watches that don't have much hype. These are watches that grew little by little constantly. For example, the Daytona 116520 has a big markup in price, but it was reasonable because of the constant fame it gets, and it's a great investment piece. We also arrived at the point where everyone got hyped on the Air King, but to be honest, nobody cared about the real purpose of the watch. But for the reference 116900, there were rumors that it will come out of production, but then it happened eventually and then the price went down. It's reasonable today to invest in Rolexes which are out of production because they become remarkable once they are out of production. These are mostly what happens in the vintage collection, but the vintage market is a little bit more dangerous because you have to keep yourself knowledgeable enough. But it's worth it to own a vintage piece. Most importantly, we have to face the reality that Rolex is certainly the king of the luxury watch market. So we have to keep investing in Rolex as much as we can, because it has the potential to give a safe return on investment. But let us also have a look at the other brands in the market, because most of them are also producing interesting timepieces which can still serve as a good investment. Whether we deny it or not, we all want to own a watch that can keep its value and increase its value for future investments. What are your thoughts on the current market update about Rolex we discussed in this video? We would like to see your answers and opinions in the comments section. If you liked this video, we will be glad if you let us know that too. Don't forget to follow us and give us a thumbs up. Once again, this is The Luxury World, and we look forward to seeing you again in our future videos.